The stars stretched endlessly across the black sky, distant and cold, above the surface of a small, barren planet. A battle was raging that would decide the fate of two civilizations. Human ships darted through space like silver shadows, while alien vessels, jagged and strange, swarmed around them. The humans were outnumbered, outgunned, and seemingly fragile, but no one could have predicted what was about to happen. Lieutenant Mara glanced at her squadron, her hands steady on the controls. The human fleet was scattered, taking hits from alien plasma beams. Explosions lit up the void, and alarms screamed through their ships. She tightened her grip. "Hold formation," she whispered, though her voice barely reached anyone over the roar. The aliens moved with precision. Their ships twisted, weaved, and attacked with deadly accuracy. Human ships were small and vulnerable. Several were shredded in seconds, leaving fiery debris drifting through space. From the outside, it looked like a massacre. But then something strange began to happen. A faint glow started emanating from the human suits, their ships, and even from their bodies. At first, it was just a shimmer, almost invisible. But as the battle continued, the glow intensified, like a liquid fire running under human skin. The alien commander, a tall creature with multiple eyes and thin, silver arms, froze. His sensors were detecting something unusual. "What is this?" he hissed, his voice trembling. "Why are they glowing?" The humans did not slow down. Despite injuries, their movements became sharper, faster, more precise. Each maneuver was calculated, instinctive. Ships that should have been destroyed dodged impossible attacks. Mara's eyes widened as she realized what was happening. Every time a human leaked that strange, glowing fluid, it seemed to give them strength, almost as if the battle itself was awakening something inside them. The aliens panicked. Orders shouted through the alien fleet, but confusion spread like wildfire. "Focus fire. Target them. Now!" A commander barked, but no one could predict the humans' next move. Every attack the aliens made seemed to be anticipated, countered, or completely avoided. Mara's ship spun through a narrow asteroid field. Her heart raced. Another human fighter streaked past her, leaving a trail of glowing fluid that illuminated the darkness. An alien ship lunged forward, but before the fire, it shattered in a brilliant flash. Mara barely blinked. She had no idea how her squadron was doing it, but it was working. Inside the alien fleet, panic was spreading fast. Their communication channels were filled with screams, arguments, and frantic calculations. "Retreat? No, too late," one alien yelled. "We must understand this, whatever it is." Another added, "It's not fear, they're stronger than we thought." The human soldiers had no time to celebrate. The battle was far from over. But even in the chaos, there was an unspoken coordination. Every ship moved as if guided by the same invisible hand. Humans were not just surviving. They were adapting mid-fight. Mara looked over the battlefield. Alien ships were in disarray, colliding, retreating, or exploding in midair. The glow from her suit pulsed with her heartbeat, and with every pulse, she felt a surge of energy and uncanny clarity. She fired her weapons with precision, her squadron moving like a single organism. The aliens' confusion grew. Their scanners couldn't measure the human strength. Their data streams were corrupted by something they couldn't define. Every human hit, every ship that survived, made them tremble in fear. The leader of the alien fleet banged, his clawed hands, on the control panel. "This is impossible," he screamed. "They are supposed to be weaker." And then it happened. From the corner of the battlefield, Mara's wingman, Sergeant Cade, took a direct hit. But instead of slowing down, the glowing fluid spread across his suit, and he shot forward faster than before. In seconds, he destroyed 2 alien fighters in a sequence no one could have imagined. The aliens froze, horrified. Mara's heart pounded. She knew they were changing the battle. They were turning the tide without even fully understanding why. The glowing fluid, the strange strength, the impossible reactions. It was unlike anything recorded in human history, and it was terrifying the aliens. From the alien flagship, the leader peered at the chaos. His multiple eyes widened. "We underestimated them," he whispered. His voice was almost lost in the screams of alarms and explosions. We underestimated humans. The camera of a human fleet zoomed out. Hundreds of ships glowed like stars of their own, weaving through the alien formation. Explosions scattered across space, and the glowing fluid seemed to shine brighter with every human victory. But Mara knew one thing. The battle was only beginning. Something inside humans had awakened, and the aliens had no idea what it was, or how to stop it. The scene ended with a close-up of the alien commander's face. Fear, confusion, and panic mixed in his alien features. For the first time, the invaders realized the humans were not just fighters. They were something entirely unexpected. And with that, the audience is left hanging, waiting to see what this mysterious human power really is, and how it will shape the rest of the war. The battle continued above the barren planet, but the aliens were no longer in control. Their formations were crumbling, their once precise attacks now chaotic and desperate. Lieutenant Mara flew through the wreckage of alien fighters, the glow of the strange fluid pulsing through her suit. Around her, humans moved with a precision and power the aliens could not understand. In the alien flagship, the commander pounded his claws on the console. "This cannot be," he roared. "Every move they make, it is too fast, too perfect." He turned to the scientists, thin and pale with multiple eyes darting over screens. "Analyze them. Tell me what they're doing." The scientists frantically scanned the humans, trying to understand the glowing fluid. It ran along their skin, inside their suits, even leaking into the air around them when their hulls were damaged. It was not just a defense mechanism. It seemed to enhance them, making them faster, stronger, smarter. Each human soldier became a perfect combination of instinct and strategy. Meanwhile, Mara's squadron had regrouped. She glanced at her wingman, Sergeant Cade, who had taken a direct hit earlier. His suit still glowed intensely, and he moved with deadly precision, dispatching 2 alien fighters in seconds. Mara shook her head in disbelief. "What is happening to us?" she thought. "Why are we like this?" In the heat of battle, she did not have time for answers. The aliens attacked from all directions, but every time they did, the humans reacted with instincts that no training had ever taught them. Even minor injuries did not slow them down. The glowing fluid spread to their bodies, healing, strengthening, and heightening their senses. Back on the alien flagship, one scientist gasped. "Commander, their bodies are extraordinary. This fluid, it is a biochemical response. It reacts to extreme stress, to danger. It adapts." The commander's eyes widened. "Adapt? You mean they're evolving mid-battle?" "Yes," the scientist whispered. "It is as if the battle itself triggers a hidden power. They get stronger, faster, smarter, every time they are injured or threatened." The alien commander's multiple eyes narrowed. "Impossible. We have never faced a species like this." His voice trembled as he barked new orders. "Target them. Find the source of this fluid. Destroy it." But the humans were already moving ahead of him. Mara noticed patterns in the alien attacks, predicting moves before they happened. Her squadron moved like one organism, communicating through instincts and signals no human had ever trained them to use. The glowing fluid did not just make them stronger. It connected them, a silent link between every human soldier in the fleet. As they weaved through enemy fire, Mara caught sight of something incredible. One of the human fighters, badly damaged and leaking fluid, suddenly surged forward. Her ship glowed brightly, faster than before, and she fired a weapon with perfect aim, destroying 3 alien ships in an instant. The aliens stared in shock. How can this be?" one whispered. The human side was not without fear. Mara felt her own pulse quicken, her suit heating with the energy of the fluid. But fear did not slow her. Instead, it sharpened her senses. She saw threats before they arrived. She felt the flow of the battle, like it was part of her own body. The humans were not just surviving, they were thriving. Meanwhile, alien ships were colliding, their formations breaking apart. Communications buzzed with panic. "We cannot match them. Their movements, their strength, it is beyond our calculations," one commander shouted. Another alien hissed. "We underestimated them. We never should have come here." Mara's squadron pressed forward, taking out the remaining alien fighters with precise strikes. Each hit was guided not just by training, but by something deeper, something the aliens could not see, could not measure, could not understand. The glowing fluid within humans was not just a chemical. It was a weapon, a shield, and a signal all at once. Suddenly, Mara felt a jolt through her body, a rush of awareness she had never experienced before. She realized something startling. The more humans were threatened, the stronger they became. Every strike, every danger, every moment of fear intensified the glowing power inside them. It was as if the universe itself had chosen humans to survive, to rise, to dominate. The aliens, meanwhile, could only watch in horror. Their advanced scanners could not detect the full effect of the fluid. Their ships faltered, their weapons misfired, and their once confident fleet now seemed like a fragile web ready to shatter. Mara took a deep breath and scanned the battlefield. Around her, humans moved with unmatched precision and courage. Every time a human leaked the glowing fluid, the enemy faltered. Every time a human fell, the others became stronger. And every time the aliens tried to predict their next move, they failed. The alien commander banged his fists on the console again. We cannot fight them. Their biology, it is unnatural, he whispered to himself, his fear unmistakable. Mara smiled faintly behind her visor. She did not fully understand the power inside them, but she knew one thing. Humanity was alive, adaptive, unstoppable. And whatever the aliens thought they understood, they were wrong. The camera zoomed out over the battlefield. The glowing humans streaked through the void, their ships leaving trails of light. Alien formations were shattered, explosions scattered across space, and the first real signs of hope appeared for humanity. The secret was clear. The humans' hidden advantage was not just their courage. It was something far deeper, something the aliens would never have expected. And as the battle raged on, one thought burned in every human soldier's mind. They were not just fighting to survive. They were fighting to show the universe the true strength of humanity. The battlefield above the barren planet was no longer controlled by the aliens. It was chaos. Their once perfect formations were shattered, ships colliding and exploding in midair. Panic ran through their ranks like wildfire. The humans moved with strange, unstoppable precision, their glowing fluid giving them strength, speed, and clarity the aliens could not comprehend. On the alien flagship, the commander's multiple eyes darted frantically over the displays. "Report," he shouted, his voice trembling. "What is happening out there? Why are they stronger than before?" One of the alien scientists, shaking with fear, answered, "Commander, they are evolving in real time. Every time they're injured, every time they're threatened, their bodies adapt. Their glowing fluid, it enhances them." The commander's claws slammed against the console. "Impossible. Our weapons are superior. Our numbers are unmatched. How can they continue to fight like this?" Meanwhile, Mara and her squadron streaked through the battlefield, their ships weaving through laser fire and debris with perfect coordination. Every time an alien fired, a human seemed to anticipate it, dodging, countering, striking back with devastating accuracy. Sergeant Cade's ship took another hit, but instead of slowing down, his suit glowed even brighter. He surged forward, destroying 3 alien fighters in seconds. Mara watched, stunned. "It's like they're feeding off the battle," she whispered to herself. Across the alien fleet, panic had become contagious. Commanders argued over strategy, shouting orders that were impossible to execute. Some called for retreat, but fear paralyzed others. The alien formation had become a tangled mess of ships, struggling to recover. One young alien pilot tried to flee, but he found himself surrounded by humans moving faster than he could react. His ship was torn apart in a flash of light, leaving him drifting helplessly in space. The aliens were learning too late that human unpredictability could not be calculated. The humans' glowing fluid seemed to have another effect as well. It confused alien sensors. Weapons misfired. Scanners went haywire, and alien ships collided with each other. Mara realized that the fluid was not just enhancing humans. It was disrupting the aliens' technology. Back on the flagship, the commander slammed his clawed hands against the console again. "Hold your ground. Focus fire. We cannot let them." But even he could see the truth. His fleet was unraveling. His most skilled pilots were dead or incapacitated, and the humans were not just surviving, they were dominating. In the chaos, Mara's squadron moved together like a single organism. Every human pilot reacted instinctively, communicating without words. Ships that should have been destroyed dodged impossible attacks, then countered with precision. The glowing fluid pulsed with their movements, a strange, almost living energy that connected them all. The aliens tried a desperate tactic, a full-force assault aimed at breaking the humans' formation. But the humans anticipated it, spreading out and striking at key targets. Explosions rocked the alien ships, and their fleet faltered even more. One alien commander screamed in frustration. "We cannot fight them. Their strength is unnatural. Every time we hit them, they become stronger." Another alien scientist whispered, "It's as if their biology is a weapon against us." Mara's heart raced, but she felt calm. The battle was dangerous. Yes, but the humans were in control. Each human that leaked the glowing fluid became a beacon of power, guiding the others, boosting morale, and instilling fear in the aliens. Amid the chaos, Mara caught sight of a massive alien battleship attempting to flank her squadron. She signaled her wingmen. "Cover me!" she shouted. Her ship surged forward, glowing brightly as the fluid coursed through her. She maneuvered around the alien ship with impossible speed, targeting its weak points. In seconds, the battleship erupted in a fiery explosion. The alien commander's face twisted in terror. His fleet was crumbling, and there was nothing he could do to stop it. The humans had turned every disadvantage into an advantage. Their numbers were smaller, but their adaptability, courage, and mysterious glowing fluid made them unstoppable. In the void of space, the humans pressed forward. They did not just fight, they dominated. Every alien attack was countered, every trap anticipated. The glowing fluid, the instinctive coordination, the raw courage, they combined to create a force the aliens had never imagined. As the part ended, the camera focused on the alien commander. His voice trembled. We underestimated them. Humans are not what we thought." Panic, confusion, and fear filled the flagship. For the first time, the invaders realized they were facing a species they could not control, a species that might change the course of the war forever. And in the distance, the humans' glowing ship streaked across the battlefield, a living, moving force of unstoppable power. The chaos had begun, but humanity had already claimed the advantage. The battlefield above the barren planet had transformed into a chaotic maze of glowing lights and shattered alien ships. Humans moved through it with a strange rhythm, a combination of instinct, strategy, and the mysterious glowing fluid that coursed through their bodies. Each pulse of the fluid seemed to heighten their senses, sharpen their reflexes, and strengthen their resolve. Lieutenant Mara led her squadron with a calm confidence that surprised even herself. Every maneuver, every dive and spin was precise, almost instinctive. She glanced at Sergeant Cade, whose suit glowed brighter than ever after taking several hits. "We're stronger than we know," she muttered. The fluid was not just healing them, it was enhancing them, making them more aware of the battlefield than any human had ever been. The aliens were struggling to regain control. Their formations were broken, their weapons often misfiring due to interference from the glowing fluid. Even the most experienced alien pilots were being outmaneuvered repeatedly. The humans' unpredictability was the key. They did not follow logic. They created it, adapting to every situation in real time. On the alien flagship, panic had reached new heights. Scientists huddled over displays, scanning data streams they could barely comprehend. "Commander!" Their fluid, it amplifies their instincts, their awareness, and even their healing. Every time they are hit, they become faster, stronger, smarter, one gasped. The commander's multiple eyes narrowed. Smarter? How can a species under attack evolve intelligence in seconds? This is impossible. But the evidence on the screens was undeniable. Alien ships were being destroyed not just by weapons, but by humans predicting every move. Back on the battlefield, Mara's squadron executed a daring maneuver. The humans split into two groups, leaving the aliens confused and exposed. Each human moved as if they were connected by an invisible thread, anticipating each other's actions without speaking. Cade leaped forward, glowing fluid surging through his suit, and disable an alien cruiser with a single, perfectly aimed strike. The aliens tried desperate counterattacks. Laser beams cut through space. Missiles streaked across the void, and alien fighters swarmed like angry wasps. But the humans were always one step ahead. Every human that leaked fluid became a signal for others, guiding their squadron, boosting their reflexes, and coordinating attacks in ways the aliens could not predict. Mara's eyes scanned the horizon. She saw alien ships attempting to flank them, but the humans adapted instantly. One pilot veered left, another right, and within moments, the flanking maneuver was neutralized. The glowing fluid coursed through them like a river of power, sharpening their senses to superhuman levels. Even injuries did not slow them. Mara noticed that the more human was hurt, the more intense the glow became. It was as if pain and danger triggered a biochemical reaction that made them stronger. The aliens had no answer for it. Their scanners failed, their weapons misfired, and their one certain victory was slipping through their claws. Inside the alien fleet, arguments erupted. "We must retreat," one commander yelled. "No. Study them first," another shouted. Confusion reigned. The humans were not just surviving. They were dictating the terms of the battle. The alien superior numbers and technology meant nothing when faced with humans' hidden advantage. Mara's squadron pressed forward, exploiting every weakness. Every destroyed alien fighter was a demonstration of their unique power, adaptability, instinct, coordination, and a strange glowing fluid that amplified every strength. The humans were not just fighters. They were a force of nature, unpredictable, unstoppable, and terrifying to the aliens. Amid the chaos, Mara caught a glimpse of an alien ship attempting a surprise attack on her wingman. She reacted instantly, faster than thought, intercepting the ship with precise maneuvers. The aliens' weapons hit nothing but empty space. Cade followed Mara's lead, striking from an angle the aliens never anticipated. Within seconds, the enemy ship exploded, leaving the alien pilot in shock. On the flagship, the alien commander's claws trembled. "We cannot fight them. Every attack, every calculation, it fails. How can a species evolve in the middle of battle?" His voice was almost a whisper, filled with disbelief and fear. Mara and her squadron moved through the wreckage like shadows, unstoppable and precise. Every glowing human was a node in a network of power, instinct, and strategy. The aliens had underestimated them, and that mistake was costing them dearly. The camera zoomed out, showing the battlefield as a chaotic dance of lights and destruction. The humans' glowing forms streaked across space, adaptive and unrelenting. The aliens, powerful as they were, could only retreat in scattered panic. The hidden advantage of humanity, the glowing fluid, the instinctive coordination, and the raw courage, was rewriting the rules of the battle. And in the center of it all, Mara knew one truth. The humans were not just fighting to survive. They were showing the universe the true power of humanity in a way no alien had ever imagined. The battlefield above the barren planet was quieting, but only because the aliens had stopped attacking in organized waves. The human fleet glowed with a strange fluid, moving with perfect coordination, their instincts heightened beyond normal limits. Every pulse of the fluid gave them strength, speed, and clarity, making them a force the aliens could not comprehend. Lieutenant Mara led her squadron through the wreckage of alien ships. Each maneuver, each dive was precise, instinctive, and deadly. Sergeant Cade's suit blazed brighter than ever, his movement so fast that the remaining alien fighters could not track him. Humans were no longer fighting defensively. They were hunting, dominating, and controlling the battle. On the alien flagship, the commander's multiple eyes darted across the tactical screens. Fear and disbelief twisted his features. They cannot be stopped," he muttered. "Every calculation fails. Every attack is countered. We cannot fight them." The scientists nodded in grim agreement. "Their biology, it is a weapon," one said. "Their unity, their instincts, everything we know about combat is useless against them." Meanwhile, Mara's squadron targeted the remaining alien cruisers. They struck in perfect unison. Ships exploded in a sequence of fire and light, leaving nothing but debris in the void. Humans moved the battlefield like shadows, almost untouchable. Their glowing fluid, their instincts, and their courage combined to make them unstoppable. Cade intercepted an alien fighter attempting a last desperate strike. He glowed intensely, maneuvering with impossible precision. Within moments, the ship exploded, leaving the alien pilot drifting helplessly. Mara watched, awe in her eyes, as the humans continued to dominate. The aliens' panic had reached a breaking point. Their fleet was fractured, their strongest ships destroyed, their pilots terrified. They had underestimated humans at every level. Their strategy, their instincts, their courage, and their mysterious glowing fluid. And now, facing the full force of humanity's hidden power, they had no choice but to retreat. Mara signaled her squadron to hold formation. They had won the battle, but the war was far from over. Humans' glowing forms streaked through space, a clear demonstration of their strength and unity. Even without knowing the full extent of their abilities, they had overcome a superior enemy. The alien commander watched helplessly as his remaining ships retreated, leaving the battlefield to humanity. His eyes widened with fear and respect. We underestimated them. Humans are not like anything we've faced, he whispered. They are evolution itself. Back with the humans, Mara took a moment to observe her squadron. They were battered, some injured, but their spirits were unbroken. The glowing fluid had healed minor injuries and enhanced their abilities, but it was their courage, unity, and quick thinking that had truly won the battle. Sergeant Cade looked at Mara and smiled faintly. "We did it," he said. "We really did it." Mara nodded, but her mind was already on the next challenge. Humanity had shown its strength today, but she knew the universe would not stay silent for long. The camera zoomed out, showing the human fleet glowing brightly against the backdrop of stars and the wreckage of the alien ships. Humans had proven that even when outnumbered and outgunned, their instincts, adaptability, and unity made them a force beyond calculation. The HFY moment was clear. The humans had faced an enemy far superior in technology and numbers, and yet they had prevailed, not because of weapons or numbers or superior strategy alone, but because of human courage, adaptability, and the mysterious power within them. And as the scene ended, one thought resonated across every human soldier and every viewer watching. Aliens panicked, humans thrived. Humanity had survived, adapted, and conquered, not by chance, but by being exactly what they were meant to be. The battlefield was quiet, but the stars themselves seemed to shimmer with the proof that humans had emerged victorious. And somewhere in the distance, new signals flickered, a hint that the challenges of the universe were far from over. Yet humanity's message was clear. They were a force that could not be underestimated, a species capable of defying all odds and a beacon of strength and unity in a hostile cosmos. The battlefield above the barren planet had fallen silent. Alien ships drifted in space, broken and powerless, while the human fleet glowed like a river of stars, victorious but wary. The glowing fluid that had carried them to the battle pulsed faintly, a reminder of the strange, hidden power within them. Lieutenant Mara hovered in her ship, looking at the wreckage. The humans had won, but the victory was not without cost. Some ships were damaged, some soldiers injured, yet the morale was high. Humanity had survived, adapted, and thrived in the face of a superior enemy. Sergeant Cade floated beside her, his suit still glowing from the adrenaline of battle. "We did it," he said quietly. "We really did it." Mara nodded. "Yes, but this is only the beginning. Something tells me this won't be the last challenge we face." Back on the alien flagship, the commander's multiple eyes reflected fear, confusion, and respect. The humans had proven their strength, but the universe was vast, and he knew that reinforcements or other alien civilizations could arrive at any moment. He whispered to the scientists, "Send word, warn them. Humans are not like any species we've encountered." Meanwhile, humans began to regroup, repairing ships and tending to the wounded. Yet even in the quiet moments, Mara noticed the subtle signs of a deeper connection forming among her squadron. The glowing fluid was not just a weapon. It was becoming a link between them, allowing humans to instinctively sense each other's movements and intentions. Their unity was evolving into something greater. Suddenly, Mara's scanners picked up an unusual signal from the far edge of the system, a faint energy signature, unlike anything humans had seen before. It was strong, intelligent, and approaching. Her pulse quickened. "This isn't over," she muttered. The glowing fluid seemed to respond, pulsing brighter, as if warning her of a new danger. Cade leaned over. "You think it's another fleet?" he asked. Mara shook her head. "I don't know, but whatever it is, it's massive, and it's coming fast." Across the galaxy, other alien civilizations had begun to detect the humans' unprecedented victory. Reports of glowing, adaptive soldiers defeating technologically superior fleets spread quickly. Whispers of humanity's evolution reached every corner of the cosmos. Some species prepared for war, others approached with caution. All underestimated humanity at their own risk. Back on the planet below, survivors from previous alien invasions watched the glowing humans return. Stories of courage, instinct, and the mysterious glowing fluid became legend among the colonies. Even those who had never seen humans in battle felt a spark of hope. Hope that their species could survive, adapt, and rise above any threat. Mara and her squadron prepared for the unknown. Repairs were finished, weapons checked, and tactics reviewed. Yet no training, no strategy could fully prepare them for what was coming. The glowing fluid, strange and powerful, was more than a tool. It was a sign. Humans had unlocked something that could change the course of the universe. The alien commander sent a final warning to his own fleet. "Do not underestimate them ever," he said. "They are more than a species. They are a force of nature." As the camera pulled back, the void of space stretched endlessly, silent except for the faint hum of human ships. The approaching signal grew stronger, and somewhere in the distance, new ships, unknown, massive, and ominous, loomed. Mara gripped the controls, her suit glowing brighter with anticipation. "We survived once, we can survive again," she said. "But this time, we need to be ready for anything." And with that, the story left the viewers on edge, a clear cliffhanger, promising that humanity's journey was far from over. The glowing fluid, the courage, the instinct, and the unity of humans were only the beginning. Somewhere beyond the stars, a new threat awaited. And when it arrived, humans would be ready, stronger, smarter, and more unstoppable than ever. The screen faded to black, leaving one undeniable truth echoing in the audience's minds. Aliens panicked, humans thrived. The universe had only just begun to witness the true power of humanity.